Yo, 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 yo. What's up, everybody? What's up, everybody? Today, is the 228th show episode of the In Your Face show. I'm here with my main man, cool, what I'm saying? We feeling right. You see, I got my merchandise, my In Your Face hoodie on. Had this for a while. Had this for a while, waiting to get some more. We will be selling them very soon in the summertime and very soon. So I would like to introduce you to Mr. Bryan Brewer. Take it away, my brother.
Hey guys, how's everybody doing? And thank you for having me on the show.
Very cool, no problem.
And also let me know when you get merch for hats. Let me know if those ever drop because I'll order some.
Oh, we will be coming out with beanies and t-shirts and what you call that? Maybe joggers. If we could come up with some other stuff. We'll be coming out with a lot of stuff. Yeah, a lot of stuff. I'm working on doing a fashion show so we can really get the brand out. You know what I'm saying? The In Your Face brand. Yeah,
nice.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Hell yeah, man. So I want to let y'all know. Before we start the show, do y'all hear echo? Is there any delays? Let me know.
There is a little delay, but I think that's just normal with just the connection. But for the most part, it's been clear.
Okay. Well, anywho, so how many years have you been working in the movie industry?
Wow. How old am I? I am very old. Probably, I would say 21 years. Give or take. Yeah. Oh, that's depressing. No, let me go back. 5 years. It's 5.
see, why you got going? Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid of that. You know what I mean?
Right.
Hey, you've been in the industry as long as I've been doing Jarhead, and I've been doing Jarhead for almost 20 years. So don't you worry about that. You know what I mean? Shit.
No, yeah,
it comes with greatness. What'd you say?
One more time. Sorry.
I said goodness comes with greatness. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But you learn a lot. So, I mean, yeah, if I could go back and change some of the decisions I made, probably, but some of the things that I've gotten to learn along the way, I wouldn't trade for anything. So, I don't know. It's been a very fun ride, at the same time, kind of. I don't want to. What's the right word? Frustrating at times, if that makes sense. So.
I got something on my tongue. But yeah. Man, I feel what you're saying, man. It's very, very cool. Very, very cool. You know what I'm saying? Because, with a lot of your mishaps, what you go through, you gain wisdom. You know what I mean? And
yeah.
Hey, man, I applaud. I know there's been some good days. There's been some bad days. I'm quite sure of that.
Yeah. I try, and we're all human and we all experience things differently, but I try to look at what we perceive as bad things as things hopefully for our highest good. So we just learn from them. Because if it came easily, would it be worth it? I don't know. I think it's the overcoming of those challenges, especially in the industry, especially if you're an actor, or director, or producer, or writer, just to be able to get a movie made from any aspect of whatever your position is an accomplishment to it's in and of itself is monumental. From the starting point to the end point. Because in LA, you will meet a lot of people who want to talk about wanting to make a movie, right? They're like, oh yeah, I want to do this and I want to do that, and it really just doesn't really go beyond that point. So for all the people that's successfully created, a product from start to finish, no matter the scale of the budget, that is its own reward because it's so hard to do.
Mm, Well, you get that in multiple businesses too. You know what I'm saying? Where you get the people that say they, oh, I want to do this, I want to. They see you doing it and be like, I want to do what you're doing,
Yeah,
but they really forget that it took you a lot to get you there, and you had to go through
yeah.
a lot. You had to go
I mean,
through.
it's a lot of just work, a lot of hours, a lot of just doing a lot of the times doing the things you don't want to do. As actors, all we really want to do is just get a script, read a great story, build the character in your mind as best as you can, and you just can't wait to be on set. Because being on set, that's for me anyway, I can't speak for anybody else, is like one of the greatest experiences because you're there and everybody's in the same world creating something, um, and you'll have your arguments, or people won't see eye to eye on some things, but ultimately everybody's there for the same goal, and that's when magic happens. So, but if you're creating your own stuff from start to finish, there's some hats you probably don't want to wear, but I think once you get accustomed to wearing that, and that you can figure out some things you didn't think you were good at, that's when it really becomes fun, at least for me, because then a lot of the no's that you hear, you'll learn how to turn them into yeses because you just figure out how to do it yourself. You become very, very self-reliant.
But that's the main part. You know what I'm saying? Because you have to love your job. You have to love your job in
Yeah,
order to get the best out of it. You know what I'm saying? In order to
yeah,
get the greatness out of it, you have to be able to love it. You know what I'm saying? Love it and believe in it enough to put your whole all into it. You see what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah.
And I've been there, bro. I've been there, man. Like uh there knows how many times I've been there, man, where I lost the passion for it. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But then I had to dig deep and get the passion out of there. You know what I'm saying? And go
Yeah,
at it again. And that's what when it comes to a lot of the things that we do, when you lose the passion, you lose the idea, you know what I'm saying, of wanting to win. You know what I'm saying? And getting up that ladder to making a big money and getting the fame and all that stuff, it takes a little time. You see what I'm saying?
yeah.
There's a lot of people who are getting it instantly as soon as they just step foot in the door, but
Mm-hmm.
those don't last.
No, yeah, you're right.
Those don't last,
Um,
and
yeah, it's interesting because I think because of social media, especially I think the term was what, Insta famous,
mhm,
because we live in a world where everything's very, very, we want everything now and instant gratification, and it's a very microwave society. Um, and not for everybody. I think there's a lot of people that understand. There still needs to be work, and whether it's looks or whether it's charm or whether you have that brand at the right time. I think those will only carry you so far, and at some point, you as a raw talent has to kind of step in and keep the momentum going. Whatever that means for anybody in the industry, whatever industry that is. Um, like you said, you're into fashion as well, which is super cool. I heard that's just as hard as trying to
I
make a movie. So
yeah, it's crazy. Like, sorry about that for interruption. You know, sorry about that. Well, see, my passion for fashion is like because I want to do like a suit line for myself. You know what I'm saying?
Nice.
A
Yeah,
suit
yeah.
line, and I want to do like all kinds of stuff that has something to do with clothing
Mhm.
because I don't like the clothing lines out here nowadays. What I mean by that is I'm talking about the big guys. It's like when the big guys are just taking your money, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And they're creating subpar shit that you can get at a dollar at a regular store, regular thrift store.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And they're taking that stuff and they're putting a high price on it and making it seem like it's real good. The only way a person is really going to wear that stuff is if a person is really known or a person that has what do you call that word? I forget what it's called. That has influence over
Oh,
the
yeah, yeah,
masses.
yeah.
That's influence over the masses, and that's when people dive into what they're doing. But in all
Hmm.
reality, you know what I'm saying? Like all reality, those clothing fade away. You know what I'm saying? In all reality, people stop wearing them after a time.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah,
what
it's like,
about the trends decade after decade after decade, or maybe century after century? You know what I'm saying? Or you know what I mean? Like
I'm all for bringing back armor and the knighthood crest. Medieval clothing and the wigs and no. But no, I understand what you're saying. Like the '80s had a very actually the '60s, '70s, '80s, and '90s, in their own way, identified pop culture within their time.
right.
So, and in a lot of ways, I think from what I can see, I'm not really dialed into the fashion world, but from what I can see, uh, they'll keep bringing parts of the '90s like back into whatever today's style is, and parts of the '80s into whatever the style is. And it was such an iconic time for me to experience. And then you see a lot of like Stranger Things and a lot of movies are referencing those time periods, um, because I think those time periods defined pop culture within that generation.
That's right. That's right. Like that's a situation for you. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, that's why I learned to do my own thing instead of doing what everybody else want to do. Do
Yeah.
my own thing. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, if you're your own man or your own if you're a woman, your own woman,
Mhm.
then nobody can tell you what to do and how to do it. You know what I'm saying? You're doing your own thing. You're blazing your own path. And I've always been
Yeah.
told not to blaze your own path because it's stop trying to blaze your own stop trying to make your own will because that will is you know what I'm saying. But you also
Yeah.
got to understand that when you do your own will, when you blaze your own path, you're basically doing what you want to do, and basically you're forming another culture in another way. You know what I'm saying? People don't understand that. People don't like change, and people don't like change. But yeah, people don't like change and something different because it conflicts with what they're doing. It conflicts with what they're how they're living. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
And I learned that yes, I'm different. You know what I'm saying? I like fashion. I like you know comic books. That's different. You're different. You're a different person. You know what I'm saying? You like movies. You like comic books. You like video games. I like video games. We will be
Trust me.
called
Yep.
weirdos in a way, or your child. You know what I'm saying? Well, yeah, you know what I'm saying. But
You're a man child.
yeah, or a child or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But you also got to understand. if you grew up playing video games and grew up with all that stuff and grew up doing the stuff that you're doing, then yeah, you're going to be accustomed to that. That's going to be attached to you.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, 100%. I am a gamer, so yes, I'm in your
Yeah.
boat.
See, see, I'm a
I'm
gamer
literally right
myself.
beside you in the boat, and I'm just paddling. I'm paddling with you.
Yeah, exactly.
We're
Hold
not
up, hold
sinking.
up.
We're
Hey,
not
sis.
sinking.
Hey, Christy. Hey, Christy. Hey, love. But yeah, exactly. You know what I'm saying? And that's what when it comes to that situation. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah, yeah.
you
Um,
being an actor, me being a comic artist and all that stuff, and me being a soon actor and a podcast owner, sometimes it get frowned upon because
well,
when they
I
see,
think no, no,
go ahead, go
you're
ahead.
very right. You're very right, and I think it stems from, and again, I'm not a psychologist in any way, shape, or form. So this is just an observation, and it's just my observation for what that's worth. I think you see a lot of people settle. They kind of settle into certain areas of their life because we all have dreams, right? We all have dreams when we were kids and these imaginations. And at some point, someone or multiple people told us we couldn't, you know, we couldn't do that or don't do this. It's too risky. You need a 9 to 5. You need this or that to be stable and happy. And this is, and it's all traditional values. So when someone says, I'm not going to listen to that, I'm just going to, like you said, pave my own way. I think for all the other people who were told not to pave their way, they're seeing that maybe they could have paved their way in some way. Um, and for me, I was fortunate enough to kind of be able to pave my way, or at least do follow my dream. But if I wasn't allowed to, and I saw someone else being able to do the thing that I wanted to do and I couldn't for whatever reason, either because I believed I couldn't or I chose not, I would be frustrated. And I think that's maybe where that comes from, is that internal frustration where you see someone else succeed. Like you said, someone walks into the door easily and they get instantly noticed, and things are just taking off like a rocket ship for them. And why this other person, they're sitting there having to struggle, trying to do the same thing, and they're both equally talented. And it's just, so you're looking at the other one going, well, how come? Where, why? And I think maybe that hostility is again, my observation is because they're seeing someone else do the thing they want to do, not necessarily meaning they want to do your thing, but they gave up on their dream and you didn't, kind of thing. And maybe
Well,
that's kind of
see,
where
and
the
that's
resentment is.
well, see, that comes hand in hand. You know what I'm saying? That truly comes hand in hand because at the very end of the day, so many people want what they can't have.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people want what they can't have, and a lot of people, would rather steal it rather than, what I'm saying,
Yeah, rather than earn it. Yeah,
earn it. And
yeah,
I've been around people who who hated on me, who hated me, who didn't want to see me win. And
yeah,
and I'm gonna tell you too. This is one of the sole reasons why I did this show. One of them, because I had so many haters, so many people wanting to not see me happy, not see me win, and I wanted to prove a point, not to them, but to the situation, to myself,
mm-hmm.
that I am great and that I am the best. But first, I had to break out of being nervous. I had to break out of not being good enough. I had to break myself out of. I had to break out of, you know, not feeling worthy. I had to break myself of not
Yeah,
feeling happy. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
I
yeah.
had to break
Especially as
myself
an
out of
actor.
that.
So I didn't mean to cut you off.
Yeah, yeah.
Self doubt, especially as an actor, because it's for whatever reason we chose to enter a profession where you hear no more than any other word uh, in the English dictionary. But and it's hard not to take it personal. And you know, you have everybody telling you it's not you, it's not personal, and they're very, very right. It's not personal. There's only so much you can do. Let's say you go on an audition, right? You can only do so much as an actor. You could just hopefully give them your version of what they're looking for. Other than that, it is completely out of your control. Uh, and it's hard to not, especially now that self tapes are basically, or at least auditions are self tapes now. And so it's very rare that you go into the room. And so you're not really getting the feedback that you used to get in the room. So you don't know if you did a good job, or you don't know if you sucked, or if you were even close to what they're looking for. Not that any of that really matters, because it's subjective at the end of the day. But as the ego, you know, as an actor's ego, you want to know, at least get some feedback. Um, and in the room, excuse me, you would get direction from the casting director. You know, they'd say, that was great, but let's try it this way. And then you kind of know if you're kind of in tune with what they were looking for. And on self tapes, you just, once you send it in, it's out there. And then
Right,
you have no clue.
right, right. See, and that's those things that you said, man, bro. Like, uh, to be honest with you, doing my first audition tape when I was doing it, I did it great, but it was just like being able to, you know what I'm saying, look and try to keep my eyes on the camera, but
So
not look
did you
down.
have the papers? Did you hold the papers?
Yeah, I had like I had it on my phone, and but I had to
Yeah.
look in the camera as well, and so it was hard for
Okay.
me to stop looking at the script and keep and say it right out straight out. And
Yeah.
see, like, at that time, you know what I'm saying, I felt, to be honest with you, I felt rushed.
Mhm.
Not on a sense of rushed on the sense of like I'm being rushed, but I felt on the sense of I could have done even better if I slowed myself down and just really honed it down.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And me
Oh,
as a
yeah, yeah,
person, I used to be a perfectionist. I used to be,
yeah.
but sometimes being a perfectionist, what that do is it keeps you from becoming something other than what, you know what I'm saying? Because if you're too patient, you're gonna miss the train.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because one thing I learned is that when you're a perfectionist, sometimes perfectionist works against you.
Oh,
You know what I'm
100%. Yeah.
saying? Because
Yeah.
if you make your project too perfect, too, oh my God, I got to do this. It's got to be perfect. Got it. Sometimes, and I learned this too, that sometimes not having something good can be good to the reader or the person that's watching.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because that they may take a liking to that shit that you didn't like, or that you didn't put enough that you didn't, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And
They may
that is, sorry, please continue.
no no go ahead.
That is the hardest part for me as an actor. Um, so every time I've gone to a screening of something I've done, or I saw it on a streaming platform, I I do not like watching myself because I'm critiquing and editing what I'm watching.
Me too.
So I'm looking at it, going, "Oh, really? That's the take they went with?" And then you're recounting the entire performance that you did on set, and then you're seeing it. Not that it's bad in any way, and I love watching, you know, the other actors in the scene. But as soon as I come on, I'm instantly editing in my head and then critiquing it, because
Right.
I wouldn't say it's perfectionist, but it's just not good enough in my mind because I'm comparing it to some impossible, you know, whatever that I'm comparing it to. And at some point, you have to just learn. And I don't know if each person's different. To just trust that the director has gotten what he wanted or needed from you, uh, and then that you can just move on from that. Because I think to what you said as a perfectionist, if we come at it from that standpoint, one, it'll never be good enough, so it'll never get finished.
Mm-hmm.
Especially if it's just a project that you're taking on and um, outside of just the actor's role. So, let's say if you're directing or producing or anything like that, it'll just never get done, and that's worse than having, in my opinion, worse than having a completed, finished movie that you in some way think is not good enough, even though everybody else might go, "Wow, that was actually really, really good."
Right.
But as an actor, for me, I'm always that's literally a thought in the back of your head after every time something comes out. You're
100%.
just like, oh, I could have done that
Yeah.
differently. So it's a very
Yeah.
human experience.
Yeah. It's see a lot of things that we as people, what I'm saying, some of us in this world that being a perfectionist, it works for you in a lot of ways,
Mm.
but it works against you. And a lot of what a perfectionist is like, they get their work done, they get the job done. It's just it'll be delayed. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah,
And me, I had to bring myself out of that too, because if you really want to make a what you call a an impact in any industry, whether it is rap, whether it is singing, whether it is drawing, whether it is comics, movies, anything under the sun, you just sometimes you just have to put it out there and
yeah,
let it take hold, because you never know what can happen. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Like, you can always make your product better, but you can also suffocate your product or suffocate your project.
yeah.
And what I
100%.
mean by suffocated is where it's like this. You've done so many adjustments to it that it has no room to grow now. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah,
you have to put it out there. You're gonna force yourself to put it out there where you have worked on it to the max of where it's no return, where you can't work on it no more. And so now it's gonna come to the point to where now it's gonna force you to put it out there. It's gonna force you to move. You see what I'm saying?
yeah,
And
yeah,
sometimes when you overwork yourself and when you overwork yourself on a project that is overdone, it becomes you're just wasting your time working on a project that's over perfect.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Sometimes you just gotta go out there and step out on faith and just say, fuck it. I'm gonna go out there and I'm gonna step out on faith, and I'm gonna go out and I'm gonna go do it. I'm gonna
Yeah,
go out there and I'm gonna put it out there and see what happens.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna market and I'm gonna do all that stuff. You see what I'm saying? See, whether it is a song, a movie, or a comic book, or it has a face. You know what I'm saying? It has a face to it. And so when you're putting something out, you're a representation of it, right?
yeah,
But all in all, you may be a representation of it. You either make or break it too, by taking your time with it too much,
yeah,
by overworking yourself, and by going over the balance beam of work. Work harder, not work smarter, not harder. No, well, you make your work harder by not working smarter.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
And that's hard work in itself. You know what I'm saying? you're putting more strain on yourself by overworking your brain. And if you're like if you're a person that's critical of yourself, then you're gonna be sitting there fucking up your brain. Fucking up your brain because you wanna sit there and, oh man, fuck, you shouldn't have done that, man. Fuck, and you're gonna take blocks out of places where they're supposed to be, where they should have been, and you're gonna take it out and you're gonna put it in a place where it's not supposed to be.
Yeah.
And all along, you had the right pieces and the right stuff. You know what I'm saying? And that's what a lot of perfectionists need to understand, that when you overwork yourself and over perfect it, everything is not going to be perfect. I don't care how good you make it, it's not going to be perfect.
No, and I've learned to accept to be perfectly imperfect. I
Hold
think
on, hold on.
that's
And Tim or Larry said, did I say that right? Tim Lowry,
Tim
Leary
Leary.
or
Oh, Leary.
O'Leary? Tim
Oh,
O'Leary,
that's
yeah.
him.
He said Bryan is the best, one of the most awesome actors I've had the pleasure of working with. He does his own stunts. Oh shit!
Thank you for the compliments, Tim. Tim is an amazing writer, director, actor. He won't admit that, but he is. So we worked together on a show called, it's a web series called Moms Anonymous that he wrote. Thank God he wrote it because he's a very brilliant writer. And he was part of the reason why, in my opinion, the show we did 10 episodes. It was kind of like a mockumentary style, about single moms or just moms who form a group to it was almost like therapy for moms. And so my character was a stay-at-home dad, and so I'm in this group with all these moms going through their different struggles, and each episode kind of featured a different character within the ensemble. But he wrote an amazing, just great 10 episodes. So
Well, that's right. You know what I'm saying? That's right. See, everybody is not a writer, but you find good writers within bad situations. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Not all good writers are in good situations, and sometimes it's good to pick up a small project because you'll find a great writer or a great director within those small blessings. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
And that's truth be told, um, a lot of people tend to overlook the small things. You see what I'm saying?
I'm 5'10". No, I look at myself all the time.
You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
I know you did.
Nah, man. In all in all reality, if you really want to get technical, a lot of things are I don't know. I don't know what I'm trying to say, but it's on the tip of my tongue. I'm trying to get it out, but it'll come back to me. But anywho, so who are the most influential people in your life?
I would say my family, my brothers, my mom, and my dad have always been the foundation for me. Without them, I couldn't do what I'm able to do today. Um, I mean, I have friends, but I mean, and I have great friends, and I don't have a whole lot of friends, but the ones I do have are very, very, very special to me.
We're
Um,
friends.
huh?
We're friends.
And I just said very, very special. I said very, very special. we're gonna play this back, and you're gonna hear me say that. Um, but
No,
no,
no, go ahead, go ahead.
I don't have a very big family, but the family that I do have is I wouldn't be where I am or be able to do what I'm able to do without them. My brothers have come on set with me. Tim knows, he's been there, and they have helped cook for lunches, so everybody gets fed on set. And they've done all the things that they probably do not want to do, so I could do the things that I want to do. So my family, for one, and what friends I do have, it's just an unbreakable bond. Um, yeah.
Hmm. Who are some of the most some of the mentors that really some of the mentors that really help you understand the things that matter of fact, who are some of the mentors that really help you hone your craft?
Ah, excellent question. This is going to sound, I don't know if weird is the right word. Um, my ex girlfriend, who is, we're friends today, and we're actually working on a couple projects, but she has helped me exponentially on my craft. And she's very, very good. And we'll get into arguments over it, and she'll she'll direct me and give me notes and stuff like that, and I'll get frustrated, as sometimes we naturally do. But she has helped me more than I think she'll probably ever know, and more than I probably ever said. So I don't know if she's watching. Hopefully, that gets across. I never really took traditional acting classes. So as far as a mentor for me growing, I would say just a lot of the actors that I got to work with, because for me
Hmm.
that was my school. I mean, I had private coaching and stuff like that, but I never had a formal class or training, if that makes sense. So
Yeah.
the actors that I was fortunate enough to work with on the projects that I got to work on were my coaches, were my mentors, were how I grew as a performer. Some of the directors that I got to work with, they gave me tips as well. So I don't know, everything that I've ever gotten to do and I've had the pleasure to work on, I've learned something from, and I've gotten to take away from that, and it helped me grow as an actor.
Mm. Hmm. Hmm. You know, you see, you're answering all my questions. You're answering all my questions in the right manner too. Um, so I gotta switch it up. Let me switch it up for you.
Okay.
Okay, what are some of the most memorable moments on set that took you by surprise?
So, are you familiar with the terms called flow state?
Mm-hmm.
Like a lot of athletes, they experience that where they're just on fire throughout the entire game, and you're just like, wow. There's For me, again, I can only speak for myself. Uh, there's been a few times when I'm doing a scene with my another fellow actor, and we've rehearsed it, we've rehearsed it, we've rehearsed it, we've rehearsed it, and we blocked it, and everything was just so mechanical. And at some point, there's a connection when you're doing the scene with the other actor, and you have this intuition feeling that kind of pops up, and you kind of go against what you rehearsed and what you blocked, and you just went with it, and the other actor was completely connected with you and just
Mm-hmm.
went with it as well, and something magical happened that wasn't rehearsed, And it's only been a few times that I got to experience that. But when that happens, you're just, I don't know. I don't know how to really describe the feeling. I think most people would say that feeling would be surreal. Um, but those are the moments that would take me by surprise because when you're done, you just kind of look at your other actor and you just acknowledge that, well, that was, I was in it to the point to where I just instinctively followed you and gave you, and it was just this flow state of playing off each other. And then when the scene's done, you're just hopefully you look at the director and hopefully he's not pissed or she's not pissed because she's like, okay, we blocked this, we have this, we have this, we have this, and all of a sudden you're doing something completely different than that, but you're so connected into it with the other actor, and they go with it as well. That something just magical happens. I don't know if that makes any sense, but
Okay,
those are the moments for me um,
understandable.
that took me by surprise because you never go into it thinking that's going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
Um, because you just kind of go into it, you prepared for a scene. You're like, okay, this is how it's going to come down. I'm going to get, one or two takes of this, maybe three at most, because you got to move on. And then this just organically just switches direction. And you're just like, oh, that was great. And you're just hoping that it gets to get married in with everything else. And then when they say that's lunch, that's always a great.
You know, I'm happy that that a lot of things that you went through, you're able to just talk about. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Able to bring out and be able to show the people what they don't see on the outside looking at. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And see, I've noticed, man, like I've seen so many people, bro, not not tell people on the way in. Like, you know what I'm saying? Not to tell people on the way in, the people that's trying to make it or the people that made it with their got their foot in the door
Mm-hmm.
and they never warned them about the pitfalls. They never warned them about what's at the door. They never warned
Mm-hmm.
them about what to expect. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I see a lot of young guys or a lot of guys, a lot of people that come into the industry, whether it is comic books or whether it is acting, and I see a lot of people, man, go in and just get bent out of shape, bro. What I mean bent out of shape, yeah, let's just say that. Bent out
Yeah.
of shape and treated like trash, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I know it becomes it because I'm so I wear my heart on my sleeve a lot of times, and I'm always seeing the good in people.
Mm-hmm.
I see people who come in the business, whether it is entertainment business, and it's just it's so hurtful, man, to see people get swindled and like uh treated and trolled by by people that don't care. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No. Yeah, I do. Yeah. It's
You know, it's I've seen so many guys. I've talked to a lot of them where they'll be like, "Man, I don't know what to do, such and such and such. I don't know how to do this, such and such and such." And they like, "How you lasted this long?" And I said, "Sheer fucking don't take no shit."
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? See, people will only do to you what you allow them to do.
Yeah.
And in entertainment industries, whether it's acting, movies, singers, rappers, all that bullshit, you got to stand up for yourself in this industry, in this entertainment industry, because you'll walk into a pool, a snake pit full of fucking snakes, and you a mouse, and you walking in a snake pit, and they just chomping at the bit to get at you. But you have to be able to stand up to them, whether they have so much power to blacklist you or not. Would you
Yeah.
rather get blacklisted and not work in Hollywood? You can always get a job, always get a movie deal. You can always get like a movie, always get put on a movie, always.
Mhm.
You just the big guys are, and you can always get a job as a big act with the big actor.
Yeah.
See, when people say I'm gonna get you blacklisted, see, a lot of people don't have the power to blacklist you. You know what I'm saying? It truly
Mhm.
don't, because only God has that power to keep you from doing anything, and you have the power to keep you from doing anything.
Mhm.
You feel me?
Yeah.
It's just a matter of, just because they have influence and power to control people, don't mean, because if a door is open for you, is open for you. If it's for you, it's for you. Can't nobody close that door, open that door, shut it. No, can't nobody do anything unless if you allow them to do it, or if God allows them to close it. If God closes it himself, that means it wasn't for you. But if he
Yeah.
keeps it open and don't allow somebody to shut that damn thing, and it's solid and it ain't going nowhere, that means that door is open for you and it's supposed to be open.
Mhm.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's why I say, man, no matter if you go up against the gatekeeper, fuck them. And I'm gonna say it like that. Fuck them. Because at the end of the day, can't nobody stop you from doing what you want to do but you and
Yeah.
the God above. Because at the end of the day, this is your dream to accomplish. This is your dream to overcome, to make come true.
Yeah.
I I made my dream come true, and I'm going to continue to make that damn thing come true. I don't care how many gatekeepers, butt keepers, head keepers, lie keepers, whatever. I don't care, man.
I hear you. Yeah. No. No. You're 100% right. Perseverance to you and your dream. Um, almost. I think the mindset of almost daring life to stop you. You know, you have that mindset of if you have that dream was meant for you. And one way or another, if you just keep at it, I think you'll reach your destination.
Of
Um,
course, of course.
so I think just not giving up, and in this industry, it's as you well know, all too easy
Yes,
to want to give up, and every
yes.
person has their own reasons for wanting to. But I mean, at some point, and I get it. I get it because at some point, if you keep hitting walls and you keep hitting walls and keep hitting walls, at some point, your psyche will be like, "What am I doing?"
And
You
I'm gonna
know?
tell you like this. I'm gonna tell you like this, and I'm gonna be real with you. Perseverance is a motherfucker,
Oh yeah.
because perseverance will have you doing things that you never thought you could do,
Mhm.
and you get that's in the form of God. God is perseverance.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, and I'm gonna tell you the truth, I ain't gonna front you, man. Look, listen. If there's something in your life that you want to do, but you see it looks impossible, but you feel a nudge to do it, go ahead and do it. Because you never know what's going to happen. You never know. I mean, you never know how what's going to going to take hold of you and push you to that leap and make you take a leap. It's going to be
Yeah.
circumstances in your life that's going to force you to take a leap.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, say, like for example, okay, you got this big leap, right? And you're so hesitant, you procrastinating, right? And everything breaks loose in your life. Everything's fall apart. Your marriage, job, your house get taken away, everything, and you're forced with this one big move.
Mhm.
And everybody who's watching, to really, really hear what I'm saying. You know, And if you really resonate and understand what I'm talking about, comment in the comment box. You'll see what I'm talking about. Everything just falls apart in your life. Everything
Mhm.
just falls apart to hell, and it's just everything just fall apart. But you left with this one big move,
Mhm.
and you have nothing else to hold on to procrastinate about anyway, no more. And it's forcing you to take this big move,
Mhm.
and everything that's broken apart, everything that you've been leaning on, has been your scapegoat, has been your saving grace, right?
Mhm.
Keeping you from going crazy and going wild and all that crazy stuff, right? Keeping you from killing yourself, right? What if this big move helps you from killing yourself, get closer to God, get that big job, get that big role that you've been wanting,
Mhm.
make all the money, make the money, and keep you afloat more than keep you up, keep you afloat to where you don't have to worry about nothing. What if you took that leap instead of letting it all go and just say fuck it, I give up?
Yeah.
Circumstances
Um,
is going to force you to take that big move. I'm telling you.
yeah. Someone phrased it to me, but basically summing up what everything you just said. What if when everything looks like it's falling apart, it's actually falling together for the very first time?
Hmm. Yeah.
So,
What if all of that stuff you've been holding on to? Well, okay, it's like a rich person, like a rich kid or a rich person, right?
mhm.
You know, and I know a rich snob cannot live in the hood, cannot live in
Yeah,
poverty.
yeah.
They will kill themselves because they have everything, and if everything is taken away from them, they can't live. They can't live in civilization. So they're always at the top. Always got the best of everything, right? The best food, the best all this stuff, right?
Mhm.
What if God spins it around and you trade places with that person? You take your place, you take his place. So now he got, and it's going to happen. It's going to come a time where the rich are going to be poor and the poor are going to be rich. All the people you see falling down, coming down, and getting exposed and all that goofy shit,
Mhm.
for a reason. That's God's way of letting you know the poor are going to be rich and the rich are going to be poor. So, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
There's going to come a time where that big role that you've been looking for is going to fall right in your lap because God made it fall right in your lap because He had to get all the bullshit ass, pedophile, gatekeeper, corny ass motherfuckers out the way so that you can get the job that you've always been waiting for. That's why He says, be patient. That's why He have you waiting for 20 years to get that big break. As soon as you get that big break, bang, that's when your life turns around at the blink of an eye, instantly. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
Yeah. I hear you.
So, and look at it this way: you may have you may have to deal with some puss hat, asshole, corny ass, rich snob that want to fuck you and all that shit and all that weirdo shit, all that dumb shit that want to do all these things to you for a role. But what if I told you there's going to come a time where it's going to be less of those people you had to deal with, and it's going to be more good people in those roles? that's going to help you get where you want to be. But it's up to you to not turn into those assholes. Because it's going to come times where you're going to get those offers to do those things that, if you know what I mean. So, as I was saying, I'm just saying, just saying, open up your eyes and your ears. See what's in front of you. Always listen and be observant. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, you could be an independent actor, right?
Yeah.
But soon enough, that one big movie role could change your life at the blink of an eye, and you could be rolling on high rises and eat lobster all your life now. You know what I'm saying? Lobster and steak and caviar. Well, I don't know about the caviar shit, but
Yeah, I'm
but
not
you
a fan
get what
of caviar. I'm
I'm
not a fan of caviar. Man.
saying. Well, I'm just saying, man. But you see where I'm going with when it comes to that big move.
Yeah. No, no, yeah, yeah, totally.
You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of people who are sitting there, just got that big move in their right pocket, in their pocket, and just sitting on it, and they
Yeah.
not taking advantage of that big move. God, it's like, take that big move, take that big step. You're gonna regret it if you don't. And then
Yeah.
instantly lose your job. Instantly, you lose your wife and all that stuff. Instantly, your house, and instantly your finances depleted. Nobody wants to be around you, right? So what you got? So what you got? You got nothing but you and God. So what you
Yeah.
gonna do then? And He's telling you now it's time to stop being a little boy and become a big boy and do what you meant to do instead of doing what you want to do.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
100%.
Because what you're meant to do will make room for you and your talents. Because your talents, I'm gonna tell you like this: when you take that big move, it will make room for you. You're planting the seed because you took that big move, and you're watering it with your obedience. Now you're watching it grow with your action.
Yeah.
What you think? What you think? What you think I just said? What you think? What you think? What you think? To all the people that's watching, what do y'all think? Give me a comment. Comment to let me know what y'all think. What do y'all think? I want to know what y'all think. I want to know how y'all feel about what I just said. Don't don't wear it. Don't be afraid. Don't be shy. Don't be shy. Just say how you feel. You know what I'm saying? Because it's going to come a time. I'm telling you, where everybody's going to get a chance to succeed. That's if you're doing the right stuff to succeed. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Eventually, you know what I'm saying? Everybody gets that chance to take that leap and become a better person. Everybody gets that chance. But some people take the broad. It's a difference. If you take the broad road, or if you take the narrow road. The narrow road, you're inching on fucking yourself. Well, the broad road, you're gonna fuck yourself. You're gonna fuck yourself in the worst way. I'm talking about in the worst way. Bent out of shape, everything. Just You don't want to go down that broad road. Telling you,
No.
that shit gonna fuck you
No.
dry. The the narrow road, yeah, you may go through some shit, but you'll be alright because you went through the narrow road. You went through the right road. You know what I'm saying? That narrow
Yeah.
road is gonna fuck you. It's gonna fuck you, and it's gonna get you. And it's gonna get you. I'm just say it like that because a lot of people don't understand. I know you say laughing, but I'm just saying. You know?
No, no, no. Yeah, yeah.
I'm just saying because we as people, bro, we need to stop taking the easy way out instead of learning how to go through the rough times, the rough patches in our life, and building from those rough patches. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? Because during those rough patches, at least you learn something. Trying to take the easy way out, you never learn nothing.
No, and hopefully during those rough patches you learn something. Um, because I don't know. If you don't, at least my experience anyway, you'll just keep repeating it until you get it. You
Yeah,
know. So
unfortunately, that's God. That's how God works. Unfortunately, that's how He. Yeah,
so I look at
He'll make you.
whatever struggles that I'm going through, either self-created or things that I can't control. I look at it as, well, might as well go through it because it's for a reason. And once you make it through it and you grow from it, then you can move on. From
Yeah.
that's just at least my experience with situations that have come up like that.
Well, see, that's the thing, bro. That's why I say. That's why I say it is. Mm-mm-mm. If you fail that test, you're gonna have to go through it every time, over and over and over again, and you won't be able to move. You won't be able to move up to the next level. He's
Yeah.
smoking weed. Okay, just letting you know.
I'm not. I have no inkling to judge anyone. Not myself.
That's why I
But
hear a lot of coughing. So,
nah, no worries.
um,
One more thing on the road. Um, there's a third option. I'm just going to fly in an airplane over both roads.
yeah.
And I'm just going to land right on top of the mountain. Just kidding.
Well, that's what you. If you got the right money, if you got the money for it, that's what rich people do. You know.
No,
I mean,
no. It was
see, go,
Go ahead.
go ahead.
No, I was saying it was a bad joke. That's all it was. I was just
Well, I
trying to.
mean, shit. I
In
mean,
in, in the
if you got the
conversation, it's a
money
bad
for it,
joke.
if you got the money for it, then you could do it. But at this point, we broker than broker than a joke, and ain't got no money in the bank. I'll be
Hey,
honest.
when I'm pulling up next to you on my Schwinn and my little bike bell, zing 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 zing, I've arrived.
I mean, hey, long as I could ride with you, you know what I'm saying. Long as we could ching 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 ching, you know what I'm saying. We could
It's
be
it's
good.
a
I
it's a
have my bike
tandem.
too, you know.
It's a tandem bike. It's good. It's a tandem bike.
Exactly, exactly.
We're gonna pull up next to the Ferrari and just go, "What you got, Ferrari? You got nothing. You got nothing,
I
Ferrari."
got nothing, nothing. You know, and that's why I say, man, as long as people try to really take the right road and to become better
Mhm.
and overcoming those odds, they'll be all right, just fine.
Yeah.
Fine.
Yeah.
But I got a question for you, man.
Yes.
How many years do you see yourself doing this?
Hopefully, a very long time. The reason why I say that, I guess, is because I don't view it as, and I know there's an employment involved in this job, and and all that. But I love creating, and I love being having the ability to create worlds that people can kind of get lost in. And I love pretty much all genres of film. And so, and I think it was like 8 years ago, I kind of just had this thought in my head. I would love to make one of every kind of film before I die. Like one Western, one sci-fi, one love story, one medieval piece. I've done horror, so one action film, just one of everything. Because I'm a fan of just visual storytelling as a whole. So hopefully I get to do it until I take my last breath. Um, because the one thing I don't want is lying on your deathbed with a list of regrets of the things that I wish I would have done that I didn't, either because I was either scared to or someone told me not to, or someone told me I couldn't. And I think that is my biggest fear is wishing I would have just done the things that my heart told me to go for, whether I reach it or not, um, on my deathbed. So hopefully I'll get to do this until that point comes, in whatever capacity.
That's the best way to go. Believing in yourself and really pushing on and going for it is the greatest way to go. And
Mhm.
that's why I'm happy to see you guys do what y'all do as actors. You know, um,
Yeah.
I'll get out there, get my foot wet some way, somehow, someday. You know,
Yeah, you got to
I'll
come out to
just
sunny LA, dude. Well, it's not sunny now. It's actually been raining, but for the most part, 82% of the time it's sunny.
see you gonna fly me out.
I think I don't know. Have you've been you? I'm assuming you've been to LA before, yeah.
You said what?
I'm assuming you've been out to LA before, yeah.
No, not yet. I wanted to go. That's my favorite. See, that's my dream place, California.
Oh, you got to come
My
out to
dream place.
LA.
Huh?
Yeah, come out to LA. Say hi. Immerse
See,
yourself in the city of dreams.
see. You have to fly me out. See, see, I'm a little broke right now.
Okay.
Huh?
I'll put it in the budget. I'm good.
But I'm
So
just
on the
saying,
next project,
huh?
on my next project, I'm going to put that in the budget. So it's going to be a line item within the budget.
See, you have to give me a role, and I'll come out there too.
Yeah.
I mean, hey, I see. I have a lot of friends down there in California, a lot of
Mhm.
actor friends and everything, and they all want me to come down to Cali. I'm saying, right now, sheesh, boy, I come down to Cali, I ain't gonna want to come home. I ain't gonna
I
want to come
believe that.
home because, huh?
I said I believe that.
Yeah, I ain't gonna want to come home. Um, Cali is gonna be. I already know Cali is one of those places where I know it's gonna be a good place. I mean, hey, I would love it because I'm ready to take a vacation anyways. So, shit. I mean, I'm feeling good anyway. Shit, I might as well take a trip. Shit, but as long as we got some good food, I'll go with you. We
Oh,
got some good food,
I mean,
huh?
the great thing about Los Angeles, and it's such a we have so many different varieties of just of different people, different cultures, and so you have so much great food here. It's ridiculous.
See, I would love to try those tacos out there. The taco
Which ones?
spots. Taco
Oh
spots.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean,
Now, Now I heard. Now you know it's crazy. I want to go to the San Diego, San Diego, well, the San Diego Comic Con. You know what I mean? I would love to go there. I'm going.
Oh,
I
okay.
want to go
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
to the San Diego Comic Con. Once I go there, I'll be good to go.
I had a friend years ago who worked the event 2 years in a row. I don't know if they're still doing it or not, but I never got to go. I never got invited, but they worked there, and it's like, yeah, I didn't get your tickets. I'm like, oh, thank you.
Oh.
So I'll be with you on that one.
Hey, look. I tell you what. I tell you what. I'll talk to you after the show, and we could go together someday, sometime. Maybe in the summertime. You never know. Um.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Cause I need a Cali person, Cali from a person from Cali to show me around and let me know where the hot spots is at. Cause I'm gonna want to get some beach on my knees, some
um,
sandy on my toes.
yeah, there's some really. I mean, I would. The Santa Monica Pier and the beach is fun if you've never been. Is It's very touristy, and it's very crowded. I would venture more towards Malibu in that area because it's just a little bit more serene, less people. Uh, Traffic, no matter where you go, is going to just be horrible. So you're just going to be stuck in traffic. But that's part of the LA experience. You will not
Right.
you will not say you've been to LA unless you've sat in just horrible traffic for no reason.
See, I heard it's not worse than New York traffic. I heard it's not worse than New York traffic.
Yeah, it might be the same. I haven't been to New York in since 2009. 2009, I think, was last time I was actually in the city.
Oh wow.
So I'm assuming the population grew since from 2009 to now, but I didn't, I think we just walked everywhere. So I didn't really get to sit in all the traffic.
Right. 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 And that's crazy because I would say a lot of the stuff that I would like to do out there in Cali
Mhm.
is go to the beach. I heard the beaches is blah.
Yeah, I mean, you literally have the whole southern coast. You can go from San Diego. I mean, there's beaches from San Diego, all the little cities, working your way up north. Encinitas, Carlsbad, Del Mar, Oceanside, and then you have obviously, you'll have the coastline from San Diego to Los Angeles or to Newport and stuff like that, which have great beaches. So you have a plethora of different beaches to choose from in Southern California, which is great.
I I got a question for the people in the comments. Um, did y'all like the show? For all of y'all that's in the comments, for all of y'all that's watching, did y'all like did law keep stuttering? Damn. Did y'all like the show? Do y'all like the show? Damn it. Do y'all like the show? I keep stuttering. I hate stuttering. It always comes and it always fucks up my speech. Did y'all like the show? Please comment. Let me know. Do y'all like the show? I mean, are y'all enjoying the show? Something. I have to keep saying it because I got to get the stuttering out my mouth. The stuttering. That's the stuttering. Also, if you're not doing anything, can y'all like and subscribe to my channel, to my YouTube channel, and we're 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 175 178 away from getting to 500.
Okay.
We're at 317, and in order to start, to get most of the stuff that most out of the channel, we need to get to 500. So I need help. I'm being honest. Need some help. You know what I'm saying? Need some help. Need some manpower. To help me get there. I ain't gonna beg you now, but I will gracious, graciously thank you if you would help me get there. That's all I'm asking. I
Bless
mean,
you.
hey, bless you. But in any way, how do you like the show, Mr. Brewer?
Is that a direct question for me?
Yeah.
I'm having a blast, to be honest with you. This is my very first streaming interview, so I'm having a lot of fun.
That's good. That's good. That's
Yeah.
good. That's
I
good.
know I'm like 200 and I'm 238, right? Guess number
228.
238?
228.
28. You're number one. I'm 220. Okay, there's a little. Okay, I can see how it's a little uneven, but I'll get there.
Hey,
I'll get
we
there.
good
No, but I'm
though.
having a good time. I'm happy that you asked me to be on, and I'm happy I got to actually meet you and converse and talk with you.
Well, see, meeting the king is always the best time to meet me. You know what I'm saying? Meeting
That's
the
what I hear.
king. Yes. See, you're on the stream with the king, so you ain't got nothing to worry about. You ain't got nothing to worry about. My crown will be here very soon, so you'll be able to see my crown.
Okay.
You'll be able to see me
Yeah.
enliven and in color.
So we're going back to
Oh,
what I was saying, the medieval robes and the and
that shit
what
flew
would you
open,
even
didn't
call
it?
what they wore? I don't even know what you would call what they wore.
Shit,
That's embarrassing.
ooh.
What would they wear?
Yeah, that's why you know, yeah, my crown will be here in couple weeks. I should say that it's gonna be gold. You know what I
Okay.
mean?
Yeah. Yeah. Are you gonna have a scepter?
Nah, not a scepter.
Are
That's
you gonna have
played
the
out.
scepter,
You know what
not
I'm
a scepter?
saying? I got a cane. I got a
Got it.
cane. I got a you know what I'm saying? Yeah,
Okay.
I got a gold cane. I'm able to
I like it. I like it.
hey, yeah, you know what I'm
No,
saying?
you're blending. So no. I get it. You're blending. You're blending very old school with newer school. I like it.
Hey, yeah. Well, I'll tell you what. I'll tell you that because not everybody, gets to. Not everybody is. Um. Not everybody is uh videogenic. So not
Mhm.
a lot. Everybody comes on the show. Sometimes, you know what I'm saying? Because I guess, nervous to come on, and they're not videogenic, and they're not, people. What you call that?
Yeah.
Uh, what's that word? People
Photogenic.
photogenic. I call it
Are you
videogenic.
talking about photogenic?
I call it streamergenic.
Yeah. No, that's actual thing. Yeah. 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 You're right. Videogenic is the term. Yeah.
Videogenic, and I say, don't worry, you're gonna be on the stream with the king. I always make you comfortable. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna be fine. Don't worry about it. I got you. You're gonna be cool. And they seem to relax. I mean, I was nervous my first time doing this, and I just shit. I'm addicted to it. I love it.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. As long as I'm still living, I'm gonna keep on doing it. I don't give a fuck. Whether
Yeah.
I get picked up with I say it like this, whether my show get picked up by a network or not, as long as I got God by my side, and as long as we keep going, moving, pushing, that's all that matters to me. And as long as I get to make a person feel good with doing the content that I'm doing
Mhm.
and doing the show that I do, it's nothing better to me.
Yeah.
You
Um,
know,
yeah, and the great thing, as you know, we were talking before the show, uh, in regards to whether your show gets picked up or whether you get to, you know, continue doing it on a more independent scale. Um, the great thing about technology and the internet and the reach and the platforms, you don't necessarily need to get picked up in order to have a very very broad audience anymore, which is
oh
great.
yeah, oh yeah. So
Um,
you right, so you right.
so I think the opportunities for yourself and content creators in large is just opening up, because I think ultimately, you know, we as humans, we as people, we love stories and we love content that moves us, and we love, you know, people with voices that inspire us, that hold us up instead of try to hold us down, and the ability to do so because of, you know, 10 years ago we wouldn't be able to do this at all, but
Well,
now,
exactly.
you know, and I'm behind in all this. You guys are ahead of me. I'm behind. I'm not really big on social media, and I'm not big on all this. And I know I have to be. I mean, I don't have to be, but I know that there's tools within that world that would help me and benefit that I have not taken advantage of yet. But I think just the opportunities are just growing for people to send out positive messages for, you know, for the world.
Well, see, and that's the thing, you know. See, I do this to help save a soul. I tell you why. It's because there could be somebody out there that's going through something,
Mm-hmm.
and that could be lost someone or just got their heart broken by a girl or a guy, and or going through finance issues, and they turn on my show if I'm streaming at that time, and they turn on the show and they be like, okay, knowing that I made their day, and long as I taught them, you know, with what I'm saying, and gave them knowledge, some knowledge on something that they wanted to know, and as long as I can impact the person's life with my content,
Yeah.
I'm genuinely happy. And I'm gonna tell you like this because yeah, money's gonna come, but as long if you're not making an impact in a person's life, if you're not making a difference, then what are you doing this? What are you doing it for? I want to make a difference in the person's life rather than not make a difference in their life. You know,
Yeah.
so if you've been through those things that I've just said and you're watching, and just know I'm here. Just know the In Your Face show is here for you. Shit. Let your hair down, relax, cool. Go ahead, watch some of my old content. It's all nostalgic. It's all love and it's all happiness. You know what I'm saying? I come at a time where people needed it
Mm-hmm.
instead of everybody else doing a podcast. And but I'm gonna tell you like this: everybody's doing a podcast, but they're not doing it like me. They're not doing it like the King, and they're not doing it like the In Your Face show. The In Your Face show is the place to be. And if you're not here, you ain't nowhere. So the In Your Face show is here. Here you go.
100%.
100%. You know what I'm saying? I just feel good, and I hope you feel good, and I hope everybody else feel good. Because if you feel good, I feel good. We all feel good.
I feel
You
great.
know?
I'm going to take it one step further and say I feel great. So I hope everyone who's watching, you guys all feel great.
Exactly. And as long as y'all feel good, I'm cool. Blah, 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 blah. See, I stutter and shit. I need to get it out. Stutter and stutter, stutter. Yes, I get it. Yes, I truly understand. Yes, I do. As long as we making an impact on people's life, that's all that matters. Um, So I just want to let people know, um, before I go out and take us out, I want to know in the comment box or inbox or comment under this video. Comment under this video and let me know what y'all think. Let me know what y'all feel. Let me know. Give me some feedback on what you think. Besides all the coughing, nah, I'm joking. Besides all the coughing and everything, he's been blowing his lungs out. But it's okay. Um, nah, yeah. As long as we can have some fun, as long as I can get up here and make a person's day, that's all that matters. But please, can y'all like and subscribe to the channel to get all that is the In Your Face show, and comment under this video. Well, comment under this video, and I will get it. And to just let me know, give me feedback on what y'all thought about the show, and what y'all think we can bring. Because I'm doing more segments. I want to do more segments. I'm probably gonna come down to Cali and do some food reviews. That'll work. I'm
That'd
gonna
be pretty
come back
sick.
big as hell. So eat all the tacos and
Yeah, oh yeah.
chorizo
Yes.
and all that
There's
shit.
so yeah. I
All the
mean,
hamburgers I can eat. But
there's so much good food variety here. It's ah.
see, and that's why I
But here's the
said,
thing. But if you're not rich, you can't afford to eat it all. So that's actually a good thing because then you're like, okay, I'm not that big.
yeah, that's right. That's right. All right. Before I take us out, do you have anything to say to the people?
One more time.
Before I take us out, do you have anything to say to the people?
Ah, nothing off the top of my head. Nothing off the top of my head. Is that okay?
Not a problem. I would say whatever I got to say. Stay black. Stay cool.
I'm trying to tan. Okay, I am trying to tan. That's
You get what I'm saying?
yeah.
Stay black. Stay cool. And live a little. You know what I'm saying? Live a little, have fun, be yourself and be real with yourself, and
Live a
you'll get
little
where
and
you
love a
want to
lot.
be. Exactly. Live a little, live a lot.
That's
So
what I'll end it with. Live a little, but love a lot.
love a lot. Live a little, love a lot. I'm gonna use that. Live a little, love a lot.
It's
All right.
all yours.
So,
Yeah.
but I'm gonna expand on it though. I like to be suave with it. Um uh But I'm gonna talk to you after the show,
Yeah.
because I got some ideas I want to run by you.
Okay.
Yes. Thank y'all for watching. It's been well, and it's been an In Your Face show, and I thank you, Lord, for everything you do. Thank you, God, for all that you are and all that you've been doing, and I magnify and I glorify your name. In Jesus' name I pray, amen. We out. Peace.